Welcome to the 5Ws Today. We are going to discuss the who, when, what, why, and wheres of Donald Trump. Donald John Trump, the 45th President of the United States, is a highly influential, often controversial figure. Below is an in-depth breakdown of the who, what, when, where, and why of Donald Trump's life, career, and presidency. WHO. Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York, to Frederick C. Trump, a real estate developer, and Mary MacLeod Trump, an immigrant from Scotland. Before entering politics, he was a businessman, television personality, and author. Trump inherited his father's real estate business, later renaming it the Trump Organization. He became known for his lavish lifestyle, controversial business practices, and public persona. In addition to his business career, Trump gained fame as the host of the reality TV show The Apprentice from 2004 to 2015. His catchphrase, "You're fired," became a pop culture staple. Trump's personal life has been equally high-profile. He has been married 3 times to Ivana Trump, Marla Maples, and Melania Trump, and has 5 children: Donald Jr., Ivanka, Eric, Tiffany, and Barron. His family has been central to his public image and political narrative. What? Donald Trump is best known for his tenure as the 45th President of the United States, serving from January 20, 2017 to January 20, 2021. His presidency was characterized by polarizing policies, controversial statements, and an unconventional approach to governance. Trump was a Republican, but his policies and leadership style were often seen as defying traditional party lines. Some key aspects of his presidency included immigration. He pushed for stricter immigration laws, famously advocating for a wall along the U.S.-Mexico border, which became a central part of his campaign and presidency. The administration enacted a zero-tolerance policy, leading to family separations at the border. Tax cuts. Trump signed a major tax reform bill in 2017 that lowered corporate tax rates and reduced income tax rates for individuals. Foreign policy. Trump has 4 siblings and was the 4th of 5 children. He took a more isolationist stance, withdrawing the U.S. from the Paris Climate Agreement and the Iran nuclear deal, and initiating a trade war with China. He also brokered peace deals in the Middle East, including the Abraham Accords, which normalized relations between Israel and several Arab nations. Impeachment. Trump was impeached twice, first in 2019 on charges of abuse of power and obstruction of Congress related to the Ukraine scandal, and again in 2021 after the January 6 Capitol riot, where he was accused of inciting an insurrection. He was acquitted in both cases by the Senate. COVID-19. The pandemic became a defining challenge of his presidency. His administration's response to the coronavirus pandemic was widely criticized for its lack of a cohesive national strategy, leading to high infection and death rates. Trump's messaging on the virus was often contradictory and downplayed its seriousness. Trump's presidency was marked by divisiveness, with his supporters praising his economic policies, strong stance on immigration, and efforts to drain the swamp, while his critics condemned his rhetoric, handling of racial issues, and attacks on democratic norms. When? Birth. June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York. Business career. Trump took over his father's real estate business in the 1970s, focusing on large, high-profile developments in Manhattan. In the 1980s and 1990s, he expanded his brand into casinos, hotels, and other ventures. Television career. Trump became a public figure through The Apprentice, which aired from 2004 to 2015. Political career. He announced his candidacy for president on June 16, 2015. His campaign was controversial from the start, with remarks about Mexican immigrants, women, and various political leaders drawing both ire and support. Presidency. He was elected the 45th President of the United States in November 2016 and took office on January 20, 2017. His term lasted until January 20, 2021. Post-presidency. After losing the 2020 election to Joe Biden, Trump refused to concede, claiming without evidence that the election had been rigged. In 2024, Trump is seeking re-election and remains a central figure in American politics. Where? Birthplace, Queens, New York City, New York. Business. Trump's business empire spans the globe, with properties and developments in places like New York, Las Vegas, Chicago, and internationally in places like Dubai and Scotland. Presidency. His official residence during his presidency was the White House in Washington, D.C., but he frequently returned to his private estate in Mar-a-Lago, Florida, especially after his presidency ended. Public influence. Trump remains a major figure in U.S. politics with a significant influence on the Republican Party. He is also widely discussed in media, often seen as a symbol of populist and right-wing movements both in the U.S. and abroad. WHY. Trump's rise to power can be attributed to several key factors. Populism and anti-establishment sentiment. Trump capitalized on a growing sense of dissatisfaction with political elites and the establishment. His message of "Make America Great Again" resonated with many working-class voters who felt left behind by globalization, immigration, and changing social norms. His promises to bring jobs back to America, protect American workers, and challenge the political establishment attracted millions of supporters. Media savvy. Trump's ability to dominate media coverage through controversial statements, Twitter, and reality TV helped him build a vast, loyal following. He often bypassed traditional media outlets and communicated directly with his supporters through social media, particularly Twitter, where he was highly active before being permanently suspended in 2021. Republican support. Trump's style and policies aligned with a significant portion of the Republican Party, especially those who felt that previous Republican leaders hadn't done enough to confront issues like immigration, trade, and political correctness. Trump's strong stance on these issues, paired with his ability to energize the Republican base, led to widespread support within the party. Economic success and branding. Trump's success as a businessman and his wealth were central to his public image. His brand was synonymous with luxury, success, and power, and he used that image effectively to promote his political platform. Additionally, his track record as a deal-maker made his appeal to those who valued pragmatic business leadership. Polarizing rhetoric and nationalism. Trump's rhetoric often focused on division, whether it be through race, class, or international relations. His America First policy reflected a more nationalist approach, appealing to those who felt that the U.S. had been taken advantage of on the world stage. Trump's appeal is a complex blend of factors: personal charisma, media manipulation, populist rhetoric, and strategic political positioning that allowed him to break into politics and upend the established order. His legacy continues to shape American politics and will likely remain a subject of intense debate for years to come. Thank you for watching, and like and subscribe for more.